There is a pomegranate growing in my New York garden, an actual pomegranate. And after all the rain we've had, the garden is looking incredibly lush. We will also escape to Mirbeau in Beacon for a drink, welcome some YouTube viewers who came for a garden tour, and take a closer look at the first fruit ever produced by my non-hardy, wonderful pomegranate. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my garden. It is another really beautiful day out here. It is hot, it is nice. It's the end of July, beginning of August. Where is this summer going? It has been a great summer here for me, but it's going by way too fast. It has rained so much here. So much, and I really can't complain because I know all of you, especially in France and Spain and Greece, are dealing with fires and you need rain, so I'm not going to complain about that. But here in the US, it has just been crazy weather. It's either too hot, too rainy, too stormy. I have been very, very lucky that my little enclave here has not had bad storms, but just north of me and just south of me and just east of me, really bad storms, tornadoes, all kinds of crazy stuff. So fingers crossed, things are staying good here. How is everybody? I've just enjoyed corresponding with all of you so much this past week. Just lots of messages, lots of correspondence, either direct messaging or on this channel. So I really, really appreciate it. It's always fun hearing what's going on with all of you out there. And I just want to take you through some things in the garden. I was very lucky yesterday because my friend Chris, who has given me many plants, came over for the first time this year. And I was actually feeling a little yucky about the garden. And I wonder if some of you feel that way sometimes too. The garden goes through phases. And I feel like I'm in a relationship with my garden. And sometimes I love it and sometimes I hate it. And this past week with the rain and not being able to get out here, and things just looked a little messy. And, you know, I tend to show the good stuff on here and I tend to show the really bad stuff. But what I don't show is the boring bad. And so what I defined as boring bad is like when you see these beautiful cannas here, below there's some weeds. To me, that's the boring bad. And I don't really show it on the video because you guys would be like, well, that's really boring. But when people show up to view the garden, I feel like that's all they're looking at is the boring bad. They're like, I've got these beautiful cannas here, and they're like, what are these weeds down here? Like, Tim, you need to get rid of that. So that's what I call the boring bad. And that's what I always feel like when people come over. So Chris did me a great favor yesterday because he came over and he's like, wow, this looks amazing. And I should have followed Chris around the camera. Chris, next time you come over, I'm going to do that because it made me feel a whole lot better about the garden. I was like, okay, I feel like my garden looks pretty decent now. So, but I'm sure some of you feel the same way. So comment on that. But yeah, I was feeling a little like, I don't like my garden right now. It looks weird, but I feel better, which is good. Because today, two people that I've never met are coming over to see the garden as well. And so I've got a lot to do today, and I have to go to work, and I'm going to come home and try to make this place look really good in about an hour. It's always something, but I love when people come over, and maybe if they will allow me, I might trail them with the camera a little bit just to get some of the reaction to stuff. I mean, they've seen this channel, so they know what to expect. But yes, they are coming here from Rhode Island, I think, which is exciting. Like I said, it's rained so much. I haven't been out here a lot. My tan is gone, or somewhat gone. It doesn't feel like me either, but maybe today I will bask in the sun a little bit during the tour. And I want to show you some things going on, a few problems, as always. But we're also going to go to Beacon because during the rain, I decided to go over there to a really nice new venue. It's a historic building that I'll give you the background on it, but they turned into a spa, hotel, restaurant, and bar. And I went over there with friends and had drinks. And so I decided, oh, this is amazing. I have to video this. So we're going to go there as well. So I hope all of you have better weather. And let's get right into the garden. Please like and subscribe, of course. Please comment. It makes such a difference. And let's get into it. The garden, even though I said I wasn't really happy with it, is looking pretty lush right now. And up on my deck, the Fragrantia is attracting all the bees from my neighbors. They're just like everywhere in the Fragrantia and the Datura. So for two tropical plants, the honeybees have definitely found them and love them here. And it's kind of the calm before the storm right now, because we're supposed to get a lot of rain this week in the Hudson Valley. We will see what we get. I do love this view from my kitchen, looking through the glass out at the Hudson with all of this Fragrantia flowers right now. I wish they would flower constantly, but they have a really big flush and then they kind of stop. But look here in the pavement. It's a canna coming up. So I guess the seed from last year, despite the harsh winter, and I need to dig this out because I admire anything that can come up in a space like that. Maybe the bricks kept it warm here by the pool. And one of my sugarcane plantings has sprouted, and I hope by the end of the week I can kind of show you if it's grown some. Right now it's tiny, but it's really solid. And I'm just looking up at the house from the pool, preparing for the rain. We're supposed to get a lot of rain here in the Hudson Valley, maybe even 5 inches. They're predicting gloom and doom for us, but this may be the last sun I see this week. We will see what happens here. We could use some rain, so I'm happy for some of it, but maybe not 5 inches. That's quite a bit for this area. And while I'm over here, my agaves, the hardy agaves in my cactus garden, I just want to point out, they're just really pretty in there. But this is just the hill, and I've got a few cactus blooming in here, which is just really odd right now that I have cactus blooming. And the phlox is looking quite grand right now in the garden. I like the white phlox the best, but I thought it would spread more than it has, but it hasn't. And my cannas are blooming. And as I said last week, I'm not just big on the canna flowers so much. I like the foliage so much better. Because look at this. It's just such beautiful leaves. That's what I love about cannas, is the foliage. But yeah, down here by the pool shed, they're actually hiding my Washingtonia that's back there and my tropical bananas. But I love the combination of the green and the red. I think it looks really good in the garden. They might be a little too big for this space, but we will see. Like right now, the palm is not that tall, so I kind of like that mixed in here with everything else. But I think it's pretty. And I love walking up to the house and seeing butterflies possibly laying eggs on things. And I don't know if they really prefer to lay eggs on banana leaves, but this one was just hanging out up here. And the rain has begun, and it's a lot of rain. This is a point where it started to clear up for a little bit, but it's looking very green here, and hopefully this will be the end of it this week, but I don't know. They say we might have off and on rain for the rest of the week. And I have a garden tour coming up, so we will see. But it's supposed to rain later today and tomorrow. We will see, as it's raining across the river right now. But really beautiful. I love when I can see what's going on for miles and miles. That's 2 miles across the river there. So while it's raining, we decided to go to Mirbeau, which is a spa and hotel and restaurant in Beacon. It's brand new, but it's a historical site. It was originally the Tioronda estate, and the house was built, or the architect was Frederick Clark Withers, who also designed one of my friend's houses that lives right near me. But it's really, really beautiful to visit. It later became a sanitarium, and some of the notable patients were Zelda Fitzgerald and Rosemary Kennedy and Jackie Gleason. But they have completely renovated it and made it really, really beautiful. Like I said, it's a spa. We hung out in the bar, had some amazing drinks. If you go there, I highly recommend this drink. It's called the Camp and Casino. It's got a liquor 43, some espresso, some orange zest. It was really good. And this organ was just amazing. I would love to hear it played because the pipes are quite beautiful in it. But this is all in the original historic building. Really, really beautiful. But here you can see they have added on to the building for the spa and the hotel rooms. So if you're heading to Beacon, New York, this would be a great place to stay. And the gardens are they're trying to establish them, basically. This one smelled great, but they've planted quite a bit of stuff. I think they could plant some more. There needs to be some koi in this pond. I think that would be really, really nice. And I could not find any tropicals around here. Like, where are the tropicals? I think they need a few. Even if they're just in pots, I think they could use a few tropicals here. But the space is great. And it's going, as this garden gets more established, it will be beautiful. And look at this old tree. It is just like really lovely. Look how thick the trunk is on it. And I'm so glad they left so many of these beautiful trees. There's some amazing ones on the property. Like it's just a gorgeous place to visit here in the Hudson Valley. Highly recommend. So check it out if you're up this way. And it didn't rain while we were here, even though we came here thinking it would rain the whole time we were there. Back on the other side of the river, the west side of the Hudson River, it was raining, but there is sign that maybe it's over. Despite the really harsh winter, I think my lilies are doing really well. My water lilies, and the frogs are loving it, just basking on them in there. But I really would have thought these would have suffered a little bit, but apparently they are very, very hardy. So there's no need to worry about these with a horrible winter. And they basically just sat in the pond all winter. And here's an agapanthus that is blooming. And despite the harsh winter, the crepe myrtles are coming back. Some of them died to the ground, but I see buds on them, so I'm happy about that. At least they lived. I was really worried about them. And I always have to show this tetrapanax here. It's growing so well, and it loved the rain, so I think I got an extra boost of growth out of it from the torrential rains that we had here. But what a beautiful morning right now after the rain. Everything's nice and crisp and clear and green now, thanks to all that water, and the fish are happy down there. And I will go down and feed them in just a minute because they are hungry. When my friend Chris was here, he mentioned that what a great idea to have the basil on the staircase so that you can smell it as you were going down the staircase. And I didn't really plan it that way. It was more just to have convenient to the kitchen, but it is great because you can run your hand across the basil, or the basil, as you might say, and smell it. It's so fragrant. But I love walking down here from the deck and immediately being enveloped in the tropics, the tropical zone here. This canna is called Cleopatra, and my friends Paul and Anderson gave me this. And I'm very curious about the bloom because that interesting color pattern stripe seems to be coming up into the bloom. So maybe I will love this bloom, but I love the foliage anyway. And here is my Robellini that I'm struggling with right now. I think it's okay. I am babying it. It just did not do as well this winter as it has many seasons before. And some of the new growth, it looks a little brown, and I'm just a little worried about it. And there is my Phoenix dactylifera, and I just want to show you. This one overwintered really great. It's got new growth on it. It's doing well. It's grown a lot. I'm happy about this one here. It's looking good. It's funny how some things just go through the winter just fine and others don't. There's my Bismarckia palm right there is opened up. These are difficult. I don't even know if I would recommend them. And then the agapanthus even blooming some more on this date. And what smells so good when you come to the garden is the honeysuckle. So this is a non-tropical plant. It's very hardy, but it gives a tropical scent into the garden, and I love it because you smell it right away, right when you come through the gate into the garden, which is fantastic. So, and here's my big Washingtonia that's up by the house. I always forget to show this one. And more honeysuckle on the spiral staircase. It blooms a lot and smells great. Here's my Cuban Royal palm. There's some new growth on it. It got a little sunburned when we had that really big heat wave where we were over 100 degrees here, well above 30 degrees Celsius, and it got a little scorched, but it's fine now. And the fish being fed. They are always hungry. They seem to recognize me now. They can differentiate me from other people. And they know I'm the one with the food. So when they see me, they all just kind of come over now and beg basically for food. They want food all the time. But they're getting big and they're so pretty. I do love them. Everyone needs a koi pond. The tree fern obviously loved the rain, so I got a lot of new growth on this, and I think it will continue to grow a lot the rest of the summer, but like it's been raining so much that it should be very happy. The datura is blooming below the red bananas. They're happy too with all this rain. I mean, bananas, you just can't go wrong with all the rain that's been going on. And I can't have a video without showing my Chilean wine palm hybrid. It is so beautiful. It's grown so much. I love this palm. Sorry I have to be so redundant by showing this every week, but it's such a great palm. And I just cannot believe how much it has grown. And it's beautiful in every way. The Ponderosa lemon is still going, and these will get much, much bigger. They're still not at full size, and they are big right now, but they've got a ways to go. I've had this one probably, I would think, over 20 years. But this has been its first winter and full year in the ground, so it is happy. And I just want to point out that some of my plumeria, it has taken this long for leaves and flowers to develop. I mean, we're basically in August, and it is taking that long for this plant to come out of dormancy. These are the bananas up against the house here, and my Camarops over here, looking out at the Hudson and seeing the Chilean wine palm. I always love this view over here from the side garden. It's a really pretty way to look at the river. And I think you pronounce these Cleome or Cleome. I know Jose has these in New Jersey. They come up all over. They're annuals, and they just come up wherever they want to come up. And I like having some annuals that come back all on their own. And I have quite a few in this garden, but perennials are great too. But here's my big Washingtonia right there. It's gigantic. These sunflowers come up all on their own, moved around by squirrels or the wind or the birds. But I do like that surprise of the surprise annuals coming up. And they come up on the hill, around the pool, around the house. I've got enough of them now. And that's the nice thing about with an established garden. If you have annuals that will come back, you're often rewarded. And it's different every year. They're in a different place often. And that's what's fun about having a garden. It's like a surprise. And you just never know where it might be. Like my shiso comes up in new places every year, often in a different place than it was the prior. And here I am taking my two people, my garden tour. They came from Rhode Island, Peter and his friend, and they were so much fun. I love them. I think they stayed here 2 hours. We talked about the garden forever. They were a lot of fun. I love when people can actually visit the garden and see what's going on in here. And they brought me a gift, a Carolina jasmine. So I'm very happy to have this. This has beautiful flowers. I don't own one, and they figured that out, and I'm excited to have this. It probably will need some protection here, but it can get a pretty big vine on it, and the flowers are great. So I'm excited. So thank you guys. And here, just to update you, my sugar cane it's already grown a lot this week. Probably all the rain, but excited. And best of all, they pointed out, I had not seen this, my tropical pomegranate has one fruit on it, and I did not see it. They saw it. I thought there was nothing on this. My hardy pomegranate has some, but this is the first time my tropical pomegranate that I grew from seed, from store-bought fruit, has produced fruit. So this was big for me. This made my week in the garden. And that is it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. It's going to be another rainy week for me, I think. So I have to come up with something new and fun for next week. But I leave you with my beautiful Yucca rostrata that is coming back. There's the other one over there. I hope you all have a great week. Please like and subscribe. It makes a difference. But most of all, please comment. And I hope all of you have a really great week in the garden. Thank you so much for watching.